Welcome to Miller's Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So, I went ahead and I bought another Viper because I know something. And I'm going to share it with you. Let me unbox this new Viper first. You people are going to say, well, you already have a Viper. And I do. This one right here. This is my son's Viper, actually. Now, here's the new Viper. You notice it looks a little bit different than this one. Just a little, okay? And you're saying, well, that's only cosmetic changes. No, there's internal changes too. See, when ZWQ makes their product, they actually come in really nice boxes and stuff too.
Yay.
This is the new Viper, okay? And you're saying, well, what's different about it aside from the porting and the slide and the nanofiber sights up here? This barrel's threaded. No exaggeration, this barrel is actually threaded. You can unscrew it. No exaggeration, you can unscrew the barrel. So it's got a threaded barrel in it, just like the Worker Harrier does. Just like the Kern, just like a bunch of the newer blasters that come out. Because, you know, threaded barrels are the way to go. I mean, so ZWQ even got the message to do a threaded barrel. This is actually the Viper 2.0. This is the first gen Viper. Okay, this is actually my son's Viper, first gen Viper. This Viper, though, because it's a, quote, new and upgraded model.
Comes with new issues always.
No, it fixes a lot of issues. Like on some of the older Vipers, the barrel came out pretty easily after a while. On this one, because it's threaded in, it's not going to come out, you know?
Unless if you somehow do it. I don't know how you would, but...
Well, yeah, if you just start ripping, you know, or yanking or whatever, you know. But yeah, so this blaster still shoots about 100 FPS in stock form, the same as the OG Viper. Okay? Like I said, the only difference is on this one there is some internal features that they fixed from the first model to the second model. Made it a little bit easier for upgrades to be done to this. Like I do plan on buying a slightly larger spring for it, maybe some metal parts too. You know, like maybe a nice metal catcher here or something like that. But, I mean, this thing is still really awesome. I got this one from Frontline. Okay, and like I said, if you're out there and you're looking to buy a Viper and you want the new Viper, the 2.0 model, look for the custom porting. That gives it away every time. If you see, if you see pictures of Vipers, you know, and you see them like this, without the slides that are partially exposed, this is the Gen 1, this is the Gen 2. Okay, the Generation 2 Viper's vastly superior. The internals have been reworked just a little bit. See, that's the thing about ZWQ. When they find a platform that they like, they'll actually tweak it to make it perfect. That's why the Blase S100, they went from the Warsaint, which was the original S100, and then they retooled it for the 2.0 Blase, and now it's at Generation 2.5. The Generation 2.5 Blase it fixes all the issues with the 2.0. I have a 2.0 sitting over there. But yeah, this is rather nice. They actually fixed 90% of the issues that I had with the Viper. You know, it's still a great blaster. And they gave you nanofiber sights. This version doesn't have that.
Unfortunately, I wish.
It just doesn't have that. You know, which is great. It's fine. You know, either one of these are great pistols to have. Okay, the mags.
I thought you were Deadpool for a minute.
It really did. I kind of felt like it. Now the mags are compatible.
So if you have a Gen 1, you can shove it in your Gen 2.
Exactly. You know, but I mean, the price is about the same, right? From Gen 1 to Gen 2. You know, but no, honestly, I would rather have an upgraded model, an updated model. Usually, especially when a company updates a model, if they're updating for hobby grade and they're not Hasbro, you know, because Hasbro will update anything, but they'll actually make it worse. I've seen it happen many a times, believe me.
Let's see, the Jolt.
Any blaster, really. Anything
I don't know
that
how
they
you
make
can mess that up.
Well, you know, think about it this way: the rough cut. The rough cut's a great blaster. So when they made Elite 2.0, they turned it into the Warden. 90% of those Wardens broke right out of the box. They were broken right out of the box. But a company like ZWQ, they're actually improving their models. They're actually listening to people in the hobby. Like a lot of these upgrades and stuff like that were suggested by people like me, people like that old Nerve guy, and a bunch of others who are product testers, who are reviewers, who get these blasters and they take them apart and they figure, well, it could be a little bit better if you do this or a little bit better if you do that, But one of the definite things about this is that it has a threaded barrel. A threaded barrel is always superior, because if you put a larger spring load in a blaster and the barrel's not threaded, there's a chance that barrel may vibrate and come out. I've seen that happen, by the way. The other thing about this Viper, compared to the Gen 1, is that the muzzle cap comes off, so that way you could very easily put a small scar or something like that on, like maybe a bearing scar or something, which is not bad either. I actually do kind of like this blaster. This blaster is going to be my own personal Viper. I'll just tune the Hades out and see what I get. But this one here, that cap doesn't come off. You would actually have to cut it off. But I'm impressed that they actually fixed the issues with the Viper. There wasn't many issues with it to begin with, but those few issues that they had, they actually fixed it. Okay, and I'll tell you right now, it still does 100 FPS right out of the box, and which is great, because it does have a nice buttery smooth action to it.
It does.
But then again, all ZWQ product has nice primes to them, and nice prime weight and everything like that. They use slide return springs and everything else, just like the Harrier. This pistol's much like a mini Harrier in a way, because it has a slide return spring and everything. It's got an auto return, which is awesome compared to some of the other older models, of certain pistols and stuff like that. This is what you talk about with natural evolution. From one person to another. You know what I mean? It's just a natural thing. It's natural progression. It's great to have natural progression. I just think it's really, truly awesome, But I'll put a buy link in the description below for the Viper 2.0. And if you're not sure you want a Viper 2.0, what I did is when I found out that the new Vipers were out on the market, I actually contacted Derek Sons via email. I sent him a picture of the Viper 2.0 and I said, look for Vipers that have the porting on it. Okay, and if they do, I want you to check the barrel, unscrew the barrel to see if it's like that. So he got a shipment of ZWQ in. He checked it. The only ones he had in that were the 2.0 was this color, which is fine. It's the same as this one. But in any event, I'll put a buy link in the description below for an upgraded Viper if you so choose to want one. They have them in all different colors. But until next time, this is Mahler's Mods signing off.